What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, honey. And we're here to talk about a couple of things that has something to do with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But before we get into today's Yes for the Mess, let's get into what we got coming up this week on Scotty by Nature TV. First of all, let's tune in on Tuesday night for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. It will be right here on Sky by Nature TV at 9:15 Eastern Time, and we will be discussing Bill Collective as well as the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, it's going to be right here on Sky by Nature TV at 9:15 Eastern Time. Also on Friday, be on the lookout for Boys Night Out at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, um, you know, well, as you guys already know, it was supposed to be this past Friday, but because Jamar's in Houston, T was busy, and so was Josiah, we decided to push it back to this upcoming weekend. It will either be Friday or Saturday. You will know on Monday. Okay, so be on the lookout for Boys Night Out on Monday. I mean on Friday night. Friday or Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Also, be on the lookout for Roast and Review, okay? Roast and Review will be returning, and me, T, and Josiah will be back to cover Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay, on September the 14th at 8/7 Central. That's September the 14th at 8/7 Central. Roast and Review will be back, and we're anticipating that this would be one of the biggest Roast and Review seasons yet, because we are talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So be on the lookout for that. Now, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the mess for today. And the mess for today is about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and what's about to go down with the casting. Now, today we got some tea from Tamara Tattles. Her link will be in the comment section because she wants her credit. So I would definitely leave her link in the comment section so you guys can go to her website and get the article on your own if you don't want to hear me read it, okay? Because I'm going to read this particular article so you all can get it, okay? So, however, this is what the article states from Tamara Tattles, and it states, okay, hold on, let me click on it. I ain't click on it, child. Hold on, let me click out this ad here. Is this it? Okay. So here it is, and it states, okay, this is weird. Last I heard, the reunion was make or break for a few cast members. Also, I was told by the same source for this exclusive that Bravo doesn't think Kandi is worth her huge salary. Things change, and it seems like there is a possibility that Kandi Burruss will stay now. So, from the looks of it, looking at this article, there was talks of Kandi either being demoted, taking a pay cut, or leaving the show. That's what this was looking at. And I'm not really surprised by that because um I think that she's brought more to the show this season than Sheree did. But at this point, Kandi is the longest running vet on the show right now, and they're phasing out a lot of the vets at this particular point. So I'm not surprised if they were thinking about either demoting or, just casting Kandi off all along, all the way together. And plus, she got two other shows that's coming on Bravo. I mean, she got Escape in the SWV show. Allegedly Kandi in the Game got renewed for a second season, and allegedly she has a talk show coming on Bravo. So I mean, hey, she could, I mean, it would not be a big deal if they did knock her down, you know what I'm saying? So then they also said some of this information seems contradictory, and I am only reporting what the source is saying. So here goes. Please understand that there is a lot of discussion, and what goes down at the reunion is a huge part of who gets asked back. So perhaps Kandi did her job. Real Housewives of Atlanta has officially been ordered for season 15, and Truly Original is working overtime to have cameras rolling later this month. Porsha Williams is in talks to return for season 15, with her upcoming wedding to Simon Guobadia being planned to be a key storyline. These talks have just begun this week, with the network courting and planning to make many concessions to get Miss Williams to sign on that dotted line. Next week, Truly execs will fly down to Atlanta to have an in-person meeting with Porsha and her reps to propose a plan to get her back on the series. According to the source, Portia wants her own wedding special and to be an executive producer on it to control the narrative about Simon and not for it to be a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She wants the Teresa Giudice treatment. We shall see how desperate Bravo and Truly Original is to get her back. It seems like they really think they need Portia. But seriously, how out of touch are the suits in Truly Original? The network has ordered a 16 episode 15th season. to commence filming at the end of this month for a spring 2023 premiere. The current plan is to have 6 housewives, with the expectation that at least one current housewife would be replaced to make room for Porsha's expected return. So maybe Kandi is the replace one due to her huge salary. Based on post reunion discussions with the network, the approval ratings from the execs current is Drew, Marlo, Sheree, Kenya, Sonya, and Kandi. Pickup notices are due to come out shortly after Labor Day. Okay, so that is it for the Housewives of Atlanta tea. Now, this is what I gotta say about that particular tea. I don't think that any of them should be fired just so Portia can come back. I don't really agree with that. I think that they should finally really have 7 housewives. I do think that they should go ahead and let the Housewives of Atlanta have 7 housewives. I don't know why they won't give them that chance. I think this show will work well with 7 housewives. I don't know why they just won't give them um won't give them 7 housewives. I mean, Beverly Hills have a stacked up cast. The OC has had stacked up cast as NYC has. So I don't understand why they just won't let Portia come back and let her gel along with this current cast and call it a day. But if they want to get rid of somebody, they can get rid of Sheree, because I'm over Sheree. Like, I don't give a damn about Sheree. They could just really let her go. She never brings anything to this show. But at this particular point, I don't see them getting rid of Sheree because of this whole Martell factor. So I don't see them getting rid of Sheree. When it come down to Kenya, I definitely don't see them getting rid of Kenya. But however, Kenya is no longer playing a villain at this point. And even though she's divorcing from her husband, we haven't really seen much of that on the show. So what is that? What exactly will she bring? You got Marlo. She's going to, go for the juggler, pick a moment with anybody at this particular point. So I'm pretty sure she's going to stay. And they would be crazy if they try to get rid of Drew, because Drew actually brings it on this show. I don't care what none of y'all say. Drew actually brings it. Sonya can go, but I don't want her to be a one season wonder. I mean, let her have a second chance like Drew did to really prove herself, because Drew actually proved herself to be a viable person on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I don't mind seeing Drew back. And I don't, out of biasness and being that she's my favorite, I don't think that Kandi should go either. They really did have a pretty decent season this season. So I do think that nobody should leave just so Portia can come back. I think that Portia can come back. She could just be the 7th housewife. She can bring Shamia back with her, so she could be a friend of the show. Monyetta and Shamia can be the official 2 friends of the show. And, you can have Portia, Marlo, Kandi, Kenya, Sonya, and Drew on the show. And I guess Sheree. And you got a season. So I definitely feel like Portia has a place with this particular cast. And I think that she would fit in with this particular cast. Like I said, she can bring Shamia right back with her as a friend, because I actually like Shamia. I know a lot of people don't, but she can bring Shamia back with her. And we can have Monyetta back, because a lot of people like Monyetta and they like her husband. So, they can just bring them all back and we got a show. I don't think anybody should leave just because Portia's coming back. Let us have our 7 housewives like we've been wanting y'all to, and just call it a day. So we're going to move on to the very last thing in this article, and that is y'all's girl, Nene Leakes. Now, as you guys already know, Nene has been in the news for the last year because she was suing Bravo and Andy Cohen and every damn thing else, and we already know that something has went down. She got a settlement, allegedly. So let's get into what that was being said on Tamara Taylor's as well. It says that the Nene Leakes fan base have been saying that Nene got like a $11 billion settlement from NBC Universal. While Nene and the suits went to court, they did come to a settlement to shut Nene up. She is now under a gag order and can no longer talk about Bravo Media Truly Original, Andy Cohen, or Suits publicly. The source says she's in this situation it is usually 4 years of income. For Nene, that would mean $8 million. Source seems to believe that Nene's public smearing was all calculated to get a payoff. Apparently, it worked. Her lawyers would get a third of the judgment at minimum. So that is the exclusive Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. Okay. So that's pretty much it about Nene. So apparently she got 4 years of income, and her attorneys would get like a third of that. I'm not surprised if she did this whole public smear campaign just so she can get what she want, which is a payoff. But I also wouldn't be surprised if at some point they'll try to bring Nene back on the show. But I just don't see it happening. The damage has been done. She's made Bravo look crazy, and I just don't see them ever bringing her back on the show. And I don't. Yeah, unless she gets her act together, I don't want to see her back on the show. And I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm just gonna be all the way real with y'all at this point. Like I would love to see Nene. I would love to see Nene back, but I'm not really here for her attitude at this particular point. But I mean, it looks like she got a little payoff. So I ain't really mad at her for having one. You know, it is what it is. So that's really all I got on this. With that being said, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and also click on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever video drops. Also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. Your boy Scotty by Nature is signing off, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.